Hey everyone, and welcome into the Artbees Hive. Many of you may or may not know that Portugal just 2 weeks ago hosted the 2016 Web Summit in Lisbon. And fortunately, two of our very own, Ruz and Bob, were able to join. So today, of course, as they came back, we were really itching to find out all these details and questions, who they met, what they experienced, and we wanted to share this discussion with you. It's also fun for us because as two out of the three of our co-founders, Ruz and Bob have always encouraged us to be in the limelight, always humbly behind the curtain, hard at work. So it's going to be kind of fun for us to be able to put you guys in front of the camera tonight. So thanks so much for joining us. So let's just jump right into it. How was the overall experience? Like, what were your impressions while you were there?
So, Christian, it was really kind of energetic and hype environment because seeing the same people from our industry, like tech industry, like 50,000 people in one place is something really happens rarely. So we really enjoyed being there.
It was nice. We really enjoyed being in Web Summit, and this was actually our first time. And the thing is, it really doesn't matter whether you're a developer, you're a designer, you're an entrepreneur, whatever you are, it might be useful for you. And just like Bob said, like there are 50,000 people over there, and the thing is, they are doing the same thing you are doing, So it's a great opportunity to talk to those people, learn from them, and that's it.
Right. And so was there anything that surprised you or that you experienced that you weren't expecting?
Christine, initially we were thinking that we're gonna go to just attend all these talks and speeches by some high profile people from the same industry, but after all we found out that it's really hard to attend all the preferred talks because it's really crowded. You cannot just pass and go to all these speeches. That was surprising, but later we found out that it's really easy to kind of create connections. There is a hall that you can communicate with other startups, attend to pitches, things like this.
Actually, there is this app that you can use. There's a Web Summit app. You can have it on your phone, and you can reach out to people, and you can actually message them instantly, and you can ask for a meetup or something. So that's a good opportunity to reach out to people and talk about something.
Were there any meetups that you had big takeaways from, or that you had this aha moment while you were having a discussion with someone?
There were actually a couple of them, but the biggest one was something that I learned, and that was quite interesting because at first I was thinking maybe the investment is all about the money, but I just found out that no, it's something bigger than money, and it's about finding new connections, being exposed to the world, to the bigger world probably, and also having this amazing opportunity to find some accelerators that is provided by those investors to help you grow safer and more efficiently.
Yeah, Christine, the biggest takeaway came from a speech that we attended, and the speech was all about how you should make your product relevant, and he was talking that you have to sort of always think about the problem and see if it's changed or not. And when originally you are making a product, you're actually solving a problem, and over the time your problem can change. The problem that we have can be changed, like other solutions may arrive, and your product cannot be responding to those the problems. So he was talking that you should not be obsessed a lot about your product, and sometimes you have to really halt the production and start over, or kind of change the course of your product so you will be still relevant. I think this is something that I was not thinking, more about that, and we were more when we were working about thinking about maintaining and improving our products. We were just thinking how our product should be really good at what it does. Sometimes we have to look back and see if still we need to go with that direction or not.
Okay, so in terms of the direction of Artbees and where you guys see that going, was there anything you saw that you thought, okay, I want to bring that back to Artbees and try to integrate it into our product?
Christine, me and Ruz and Max, when we started, we were kind of technical people, and we were building WordPress themes and other graphical products. We sort of I feel after attending this web summit that we have missed the fact that when you're going to build your product, you shouldn't just obsess and work all day and night on your product, but rather you have to kind of get out of your shell and look for marketing ways, how you can actually reach out to investors, and how you can actually kind of share your what you have and get feedback. So it's both useful for what you're building and also good for when you're actually making a product to kind of reach out to more customers. This is something that it didn't come from a single talk or any single thing that actually we had. It's overly when you're in an area, you see that all these startups are pitching, sharing ideas in the meetups, and the most exciting thing actually that after the web summit we had night summit, which there were hundreds of nightclubs, bars, and restaurants that were hosting some meetups for different topics, and I was seeing a lot of startups actually using these kind of meetups to market their products, and they were really good at this, and I found this is very useful to have.
Definitely, and we are going to have some new toys in the office, and I didn't know that there is this hype around these gadgets, virtual reality, augmented reality, and even mixed reality. So there were many talks in the Web Summit regarding these topics. How augmented reality, for example, how augmented reality helps you to create new products, to develop your business, or to develop new games. Open new areas to game development and stuff like this. But it's also very interesting for software companies, because I just found out that there is this new web browser for most of those virtual reality gadgets. So there you go. We have an amazing platform ready for new apps to be developed. So we can just invest in. But before, we need that gadget in the office, so everyone can just get along with that, can use it and experience it, and then maybe we can come up with a great idea, the next big app for a VR or AR gadget, probably.
Well, I definitely think that we're going to have fun here playing with those new AR, VR toys. And in terms of what you would say to someone, maybe one of our users, we get a lot of this feedback that some people feel like they're not ready to go to a summit that's this big with these many leaders in this industry. Maybe they don't have a business plan, or they don't have a clear vision of what they want. Would you still encourage them to go to this?
Actually, this misconception comes from where you keep telling yourself that, okay, I don't have a product, I don't have a business yet, so what the heck am I doing here among these businessmen, entrepreneurs, this big conference, this big event whatsoever, But the thing is, like I said, this meeting is not only for entrepreneurs. It's good for pretty much everyone who are interested in this kind of stuff, like development, design, providing digital content.
So, last but not least, we're a little curious. Will we expect to see Artbees at 2017's Web Summit?
Definitely. Absolutely. We will check in, and this time a little bit different. I'm pretty hopeful that this time we're going to present our next product. Yes, and that's going to be amazing. I'm pretty sure about this.
Nice, that's awesome to hear. So I guess everyone at Artbees has to kind of roll up our sleeves and start getting to work for next year's Web Summit. And again, we want to really thank you guys. I know you don't like to be in the limelight, but it was a really good talk to see what you experienced, who you met, and what your big takeaways were. And thank you so much to our users for joining us today. I guess you'll see us at next year's Web Summit if you decide to come. And for now, you can catch us on the next Artbees Themes interview series.